What's up? Good morning, guys. Another late start on my part. We actually slept till about 9 o'clock, 9:15. It was nice. I like it when I get a good 9 hours. It rarely happens, but I do like it. Sean, Victor, Steve, what's happening? God bless you as well. Yeah, man, so I'm back on the bike. We had a full day, Alex, had a full day of pool time with the grandbabies. Ended up doing some mowing and stuff. So before, I was like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and postpone my lifts till tomorrow. So what's up, Saul? What's up, Brad? So since I'm going to go ahead and do my lifts today, I'm going to bike again instead of rope pool. And actually, I don't even know how good. I mean, the 213.7 pronation is a huge lift. So we'll see how I feel. I'm probably going to give it a shot. Pretty sure I can do the 117.5 riser curl. And I think I can beat my PR on static hold by 3 pounds, but we'll give it a go later. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Sunday morning? We have forecasted a beautiful day here in Arkansas, so I'm sure we're going to be back in the pool. We installed the little fountain that comes out of the little the jets, so got a nice little sound of the fountain hitting the water. It's supposed to cool an extra 5 to 10 degrees, so that's cool. Want to get strong in arm wrestling? What 3 lifts should you do? Left-handed, it's just, there's a lot of matches out there for me. But I have to train it. My left elbow and left shoulder is kind of tweaked. 3 lifts for arm wrestling. Any type of cable pulls, they're going to mimic arm wrestling. Probably a pronation lift. And some sort of riser lift, I would think. For the average people. I mean, I love pronation gauge back pressure. Even if someone tries to stay tight with it, pronation gauge back pressure might be the best one. Your current workout split. Who felt stronger, Khaled or Jeremy Parker? Jeremy's a way better arm wrestler. Khaled's hand and stuff was just freaky. Of course, I only pulled Khaled after I'd been there for 3 days, and I'd pulled every day for 3 days, and then they show up with Khaled, so I can't give you an accurate assessment how strong it was.
I'm fixing to pin your comment. So what
questions
do you get asked the most?
Who's my next opponent? Probably who's my next opponent. My current workout split. So what's up, Andre? Chest with a wrist roll, flex gripper, cable pull circuit. Back with the same circuit. Arms, same circuit. Shoulders, same circuit. Legs, same circuit. And then I will program. Hell, shit, I got to program tonight. My training's split from arm wrestling specific moves. So I'll have to program that tonight. Now, key for King's move, pronation, unwillingness to quit. And, I mean, you got to get back pressure to be able to get the back of the pad to be able to set it, So you got to be able to get there. Muhammad said hi. What's up? We got 64 people, 10 thumbs up, guys. If y'all could double tap the screen or exit out, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So do you want to put that car seat back in the car, babe? What about the lifts you did yesterday? That's what I just said, man. I didn't do them yet because we had a full day of pool time with the family and grandkids. So I postponed them till today. So I'll hit them today. What's up, friends? Hey, big bro. Prayers. Hi, what's happening? How to convince my gym to buy an arm wrestling table? I have no idea. Probably be easier just you and your buddies go in and buy a table and see if they'll let you keep it at the gym, Hope you're having a good day. You as well, sir. But yeah, so when's the last time you sprinted max effort? Do you think sprints would benefit your CNS? 5 to 10 yard burst. Been a decade since I've done any kind of explosive sprinting. But yeah, I mean,
there you go. I pinned it at the top.
Okay. Who my next opponent is yet? I want to pull in Colorado. Morzov is who I'd like to pull, but I'll pull anyone they put in front of me. I'm not ready for the Devon or Leavon yet. Front of me, except I'm not ready for Devon or Leavon yet. Yeah, I mean, that's accurate. Do you have any biological children? I do not. I do not. I have an adopted daughter, stepson, 5 grandbabies. Yeah. Where do you live? Hot Springs, Arkansas. Salmon, hi, what's up? Salmon. That's it. Oh. How cool is the fountain though?
It's so cool.
Isn't it? It makes it just the sound, you know? Yeah. Is Devon ready for Leavon? Man, who knows? Yeah, I still get asked about who's next all the time, Brad. Devon looks strong right now. And by not being ready for Devon, he's had a better prep time, so that I couldn't just jump in and pull him in 7 weeks, you know what I mean? We both need equal prep time, in my opinion. Or I need equal prep time. He may not need it, I don't know, I need it. Do you fast, intermittent, or anything? Do not. Favorite food is pizza. Zoranov is strong in arm is in some area. I don't know. I have, maybe not. He's strong though. Love to see you run it back with Jerry. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Olympic lifts. I don't do many of them. Morzal versus Jerry, I really wanted to see that. Unfortunately, didn't happen. Where are your wife and kids? My wife is here. My kids are grown. And they're with their family and their children. But, yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise ship? Yeah, we've done several cruises. Give you 6 months to prep for Leavon. When time comes, I'm sure they would, Brad. Yeah. 6 months would be a great prep time. Normally that'd be too much. Trying to prep for 6 months, hard to stay motivated. But if it was for Leavon, that'd probably be best. Cruise ships. Yeah, we've done a bunch of cruises. The last one we did not enjoy. Food quality wasn't as good. Fine dining wasn't as good. Just didn't really enjoy it. So the only cruises we've said the only cruises we do now, I couldn't even give you a guess, Grant. Navid, hi, what's up? So the only cruises we've gone now would be Alaskan cruise, a Mediterranean cruise, or like a Nordic cruise. And that's just for the stops and scenery and stuff. I don't think I'll have to go through Devon to face Leavon now. Can't say hi to her wife right now because she's not here. She'll probably be getting in the pool here in a minute. She'll be doing laps and stuff. She started doing her cardio in the pool, swimming and stuff like that, and she's really been helpful for her. She likes it a lot. Is that HIIT cardio? This isn't HIIT cardio. I do like doing HIIT cardios. Yes, if you're 350 pounds obese, do you have a chance to look like me? Yes, just nutrition, consistently. Cardio in the morning, first thing in the morning, helps increase your fat burning. Oh, you're not getting the pool yet? Post and water my garden. Okay, cool. You train legs every week? Yes. And then just weight training. Weight training actually burns more calories than cardio because weight training builds muscle. It takes more calories. It's the same muscle. That's fat. So I don't know what my vertical jump is, and really I don't know how much of a vertical jump I have. But if I can get my butt to it, I can pretty much get my feet to it because I have flexibility in my hips. So we've had 2 indulgence days. So I weighed 289.6 this morning. I was 285 Friday morning, 287.4 yesterday, 289.6 this morning. So about 2.2 pounds each cheat day, you know. I'm 52 years old, Sam, so probably not going to any other sports. Now, I did go watch an amateur kickboxing and MMA fights a few weeks back, and I would like to, once I go back down to a lighter weight, there's a 265 division. I'd like to go have like an amateur kickboxing match, you know, just to train for it, because the martial arts was my background. So I'd like to go just get in the ring, cage, whatever it is, and trade some blows with somebody, you know. But yeah, I like martial arts. I like combat. If there was a good offer on the table, you know, financially, I would do a, you know, celebrity boxing or kickboxing or I don't know if I would do MMA just because too many risk of injury. Arm wrestling is hand and wrist, and in my opinion, back. You know, it's a tug of war, whatever people want to say. You want to pull people to your side of the table. Yeah, so hand and wrist. If your back's the biggest muscle used, but if your hand and wrist are not strong enough to support it, it doesn't matter how strong your back is. So you need to be able to grab a hold of somebody, pull through their fingers, keep your riser engaged, back pressure through their hand, and then go sideways. You know, I 100% think I could beat Morzaw. You know, Morzaw is very strong. I just don't think his wrist will hold up to my pronation. You know, I think rope climbing helps a lot. I think pull-ups help a lot. Anything, I think manual labor helps a lot. You know what I'm saying? Anything works your hand and wrist and forearms and your back, and the biceps, the secondary muscle, and all pulling exercises. Yeah, I train the very next day always, Jake. Even my wrist or sore, elbows sore, whatever, I'll ice a lot. Like go Google or YouTube Todd rehab or recovery ice therapy, and you'll see me making fill my sink full of ice cold water. Should I eat low fat or low carb? I'm a low fat, moderate carb, high protein person. But you know, a lot of people are low carb people. But I feel like high protein, moderate carb, low fat consistently is the easiest way to stick to a long-term meal plan. And I've transformed numerous people with that, so it works really well. Thank you, Lago. How are you, Michael? I'm good, man. I'm good. Just getting in this stuff. Yeah, it's ran off strong. I knew he would be, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for any other leagues. I'm contracted East versus West. That's where the talent's at. So, I do not train my transition to a press. I don't train my press. I'm recently started doing some lighter weight. So every circuit is cable pulls. It used to be dragging cable pulls, although that's not a technique I used. It was just to mimic that elbow slide, motion, cupping, whatever. Now I'm doing shoulder press. So I'll just gradually increase the weight each week. Shampoo and condition my beard daily, you know. Thank you, like and subscribe, appreciate it. I'm assuming I'll have a match. I haven't been offered a match yet. I do not think Prime Dennis or Prime Zinc could beat Leavon, no. I don't know. Maybe I did. I didn't. If I did, I didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose. I got to get back to rice bucket. Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, of course I'm staying in the super heavyweight division. I mean, that's where Leavon's at, right? So until it's apparent that I can't, like if I had a string of losses, like where I had no chance in the matches, then I'd go to 115. But as long as I'm still competitive and I'm improving, I'm staying in the supers, you know. Is there anyone who can beat Leavon? Well, I think possibilities are Vitaly, Devon, and myself. We just all need the right amount of prep and have to have a perfect performance to do it. Well, possibly Devon versus Leavon if they can't get Vitaly. I mean, that's always possible. Oh, it wouldn't be in August. Like, there's no way Leavon's going to turn around and pull that fast. I mean, I guess he could, but Alizon, would he beat Leavon left hand? Depends if Leavon's left hand's healthy, you know. Sergey Chervov, he flashed me schoolboy yesterday. I'm not familiar with him, but I'm sure there's a lot of super strong people over there that I'm not familiar with. So that's impressive though, because schoolboy's coming along. He's pretty good. 87 people, 39 thumbs up, guys. If you could double tap the screen or whatever, I appreciate it. Who won between Sanders and Tatia? I wasn't even aware they had a match. If I could choose whom I'd like a rematch with, Rebaz, Kirtigali, or Vitali. Could Brian Shaw beat Leavon in 2 to 5 years? I think it's closer to that 5-year mark, and it's, who knows, guys. Leavon's crazy. What's up, Alex? I don't follow soccer. Saw the clips of you on SWAT after you said you like shooting. Saw you blasting off a machine gun. Maybe more's off next match. Look at the pin comment. Well, I appreciate that. Santu's edits. Yeah. If I ever get to pull him, it'll be one to watch for sure. I'll definitely give it everything I got. I think it might happen by the time I'm 53, you know. I think there's a chance. I mean, even if someone said if they had a match and someone got injured and they need a replacement, I would probably still jump in. You know, it wouldn't be ideal, but I'd still jump in. Cool, man. We had a good time when we went to India. What supplements do you use? Creatine, glutamine, BCAAs, several of those things like that. Calcium, all that stuff. How many different countries have I arm wrestled in? So many, my God, I don't know. Georgia, Turkey, Italy, UK, Mallorca, Bulgaria, Brazil, Canada, obviously the US. I don't know, there's quite a few more. I don't know what rule changes you guys are talking about. I don't know what rule changes you are talking about or what rules. Listen, I answered the question, could Brian Shaw beat Leavon in 2 to 5 years? I said be closer to 5 years mark. And it's unlikely at that point because the level that Leavon's at is so high. But Brian Shaw does have some genetic gifts that are crazy. What's up, Michael? Good morning, Monster. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good, man. Will there ever be a Pittsburgh event? I doubt it. There'll be Pittsburgh events, I'm sure. Somebody's putting them on, but I don't think there'll ever be a Pittsburgh EVW event. Never measured my beard. I've cut 6 inches off half a dozen times. Man, I don't have any really good memories from Georgia. I had a really bad thing happen before we left, so I wasn't right headspace to really enjoy much. We'd always want to go to Georgia, and it just wasn't the trip I had hoped it would be, but it's all good. Oh, it'll happen at 105. Okay, yeah, I have no idea. Tatiev's pretty good. One-dimensional. Sanders is very versatile. Tatiev is a specialist with that top rope, so I'd probably go Tatiev just because I've seen how well he can post that thing against a long lever like Sanders. It might work really well against. Did I see Brett Coots big Lachlan head of Morris? I have not. Is that left-handed or right-handed? Wonder at Max best way to train. I don't know. I only train that way on some arm wrestling specific stuff. What's up, arm wrestling fan? How can you be fit if you're suffering from laziness? Get off your butt and go do something. I mean, I'm probably the most lethargic professional athlete in the world. I mean, I'm either all or nothing, man. I'm either up doing something or I'm lounging. There's no in between for me. I'm not sure that England fired Coach Ray. I heard a thing that Coach Ray's supposed to be commentating the Azerbaijan event. If not arm wrestling, what sport would you follow? Mixed martial arts, probably. I was very surprised with the dominance that Leavon was able to destroy Hermes like that. I did say he'd win 4-0, 25% chance Hermes would win one round and then win the rest. But yeah, Lachlan was left hook battle every time. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. How's your left hand? Elbow and shoulder hurt a little bit. Jeremy's hand isn't broke, but holy smokes, it does hurt. Jeremy won right and left in the super heavyweights yesterday at the Arkansas Strength Expo. So congratulations, Jeremy, and glad the hand's not broken. I don't have a favorite arm wrestler. What about Matt's comeback though? Matt who? What do you think you lacked against Vitaly? Good reffing. I mean, round one was a debacle. None of those were elbow fouls on me, and the first one stopped me from winning. I had everything I wanted round one. But Matt's comeback, yeah, awesome, yeah, amazing. Really proud of him. What sports, martial arts did you do growing up? I was in Shotokan karate, then taekwondo, and then a little bit of Thai boxing. But sports, I didn't play any sports, but I redneck played them in my yard and basketball and stuff and tennis and all that stuff. I could beat the people who played organized sports. I just didn't play. I hope Leavon will be beaten in the next 2 years and by me, you know. 50-50 Devon versus Vitaly. Rebecca thinks it's 60-40 Devon. Why should the King's move be banned? Jarrett, Mr. Arm Wrestling Expert, why should it be banned? Bertrinko versus Nugo. I think Bertrinko. I didn't know they were having a match though. There's nothing. Why would there be a rematch scheduled for me and Vitaly? Vitaly's supposed to pull Devon. Winner gets to pull Leavon, so I won't be pulling Vitaly for a while. There was nothing Jerry could do. Jerry's style was not going to beat Leavon no matter what. Chafee versus Sagoff. I'd say Sagoff's probably the favorite, but I think Chafee's got a good chance. Right hand, I think Irakli would top row right over Matt just because of the style, and Matt would have to dump his riser, you know. I'd say my left is stronger now, left-handed, than it was in 2008 for sure. It's just there's injuries in my elbow and my shoulder that I have to work on, or not even, yeah, just like bicep tendon running my shoulder. How would you win against Leavon? I would stop the match, keep him working, and over multiple rounds, eventually wear him out enough to transition, get the pin. Couldn't even tell you who's closest to my level right now. Me versus Gurdecha, that'd be cool. Gurdecha, Morozov, Jerry. Of course I'd give left a try, but they haven't offered me a left-handed match. Nugo versus me would not be an interesting match. I would drag him across the table. He's pronation gauge back pressure is going to shut him down. I don't think he's much stronger. Maybe 5%, something like that. I'm 52 years old, Miguel. Me versus Camille. What, left-handed? He doesn't deserve his chance right-handed, but I'd happily pull him again if they wanted me to. But he can't beat me. Have a great press, thank you. Rosado press, unknown. What about Gennady? Please don't tell me you think Gennady is close to my level. God bless you, man. Appreciate it. Yo, David. Yep. Vitaly or Devon, other than me, best shots of Leavon, in my opinion. Monster Baby Hey from Georgia. What's up, Rizzo? You got massive arms. I appreciate it. Big fan. Appreciate you. Salman. Yeah. I couldn't even tell you. I've arm wrestled a lot of strong people. State you grew up in, born and raised in Arkansas. Well, glad you had you on live here. Soccer, I can't see what that says. All right, guys, I got 5.5 minutes left. Well, 5 on here. I guess I started this late. think Matt Mask is a very impressive puller, a lot of heart, very passionate. Devon's looks better than me at 300. I think he's leaner. Irma's in August would be pretty too soon for both of us, probably, but I mean, I guess I'd take that. A couple words about Leavon. He's amazing, the pinnacle of our sport, the strongest to ever do it, and I hope to get a chance to test myself against him one day. Supposed to start the new prep tomorrow. I haven't programmed it yet. I gotta get the programming done. Yeah, we just finished Mobland. It was crazy. It's definitely good one, Alex. You say I'll take down Morzov 3-0. I think it'll be something like that. I mean, it could be a 3-1. It could be. I think I'll win though. I don't think he'll outlast me, and I don't think his wrist will hold up. Favorite match of the last event? Ryan Bellinger and Alan Ford was a hell of a match. That was a good one. So it has to be up there. Think you can beat Hermes? Think you Hermes can beat Battalion in a rematch? Be a good match. I'd like to see them both pull. They both have progressed a lot, so I'd like to see it. Is there a reason behind my very long beard? My wife likes it. Brian Shaw, top 10. If you're talking about top 10 in the world, 3 to 5 years. Think Morzov can beat Battalion on the left? He almost did. Had he not got injured, it was looking good. It was looking good. Yeah, I wasn't worried. I knew I just had to stick to the plan. Could tell he was gassing, you know. Yeah, Paul Lynn did great. Well, I appreciate you liking my glasses. They're just the ones I got. I don't think Brian's gonna lose interest like Larry Wills did. I think he loves the challenge, you know. Howdy, Monster. What's up? No. The first 2 rounds versus Zaranov weren't harder than the first 2 rounds of Vitaly versus Hermes. Just different. Which match surprised me the most? Matt coming back and beating Irakli was very impressive. How tall are you? I've been 6'3" since I graduated high school in 1991. Graduated high school at 6'3", 215. Have I ever hosted my own event? I've been doing this for 35 years. Held my first event right after the very first event I went to. I went to my Saline County Fair, came home, started holding tournaments at the Boys Club. But yeah, I've held the Arkansas State. This will be the 26th year in a row. July 12th, but also held the first Arkansas State for me was 1993. No, I never measure my grip strength. It's not that great. Squeezing strength's not that big a deal. Clamping strength's pretty important. Monster Factory will be coming back if we can get the sponsors. We can't run the events by ourselves. They're about $20,000 to hold an event. Leavon's number 1 arm wrestler. John's the greatest of all time, but Leavon's the number 1 arm wrestler for sure. I just answered that. Which match surprised me the most? And it was Matt Mask coming back versus Irakli. Also, you work for a monster truck. I don't understand that. I try to train all the time. I just take off when grip strength was very important for Vitaly. It was very important for Vitaly, Rebecca. You're right. Yeah, if my body tells me I need a break, I'll take a break. Otherwise, I'm training. Do you think Ivan Shinko versus Todd got it in a good match? I think it's a great match. I don't know who I'd favor in that. Dodecan's heavier than Medashenko right now, but if you cut to 115, it could be very interesting. I think Devon's got a chance against Leavon, yeah. I mean, I think he has a high chance as Hermes did, which is 25%, you know. Do I miss my hair? Options. I miss having options, you know. Did you ever pull Richard Lupke's? Yes, we pulled 9 times. I won all 9. We had a match in the brackets in UAL 8, but he asked me not to pull because he didn't want to get himself worn out for the event, so we just kind of mocked that match up, you know. That's the one you'll see sometimes you know, him looking at the camera and stuff and then just going over. I would assume Devon's staying over 300, you know, if he wants to beat Vitali and then a shot at Leavon. I think he's going to stay big. You never know about Travis. He could come back. How many times did I win in arm wrestling? Way more than I lost. Training grip strength doesn't necessarily help in arm wrestling, but I can't say it hurts, you know. So if all the previous arm wrestlers were in their peak today, their peak forms that they achieved, Leavon would still be the best. But if Andre had not passed so early, I think his level would have continued to improve, and I think he would be the number one right now, honestly. But guys, 31 minutes. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be back on here tomorrow, probably 9:30. Rebecca's got an 11 o'clock appointment, so I'll probably be on here at 9:30 tomorrow, something like that. Could be 9, but probably 9:30. Hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed Sunday. We will see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.